Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Canada Nickel's corporate update on Commodity TV. This program was paid for and produced on behalf of Canada Nickel. Nickel is still a dormant metal giant, but we believe that the next upward cycle is imminent in 2026. It's about nothing less than nickel supply for North America, independent of China and Indonesia. Of interest is here that funds are net long in their positions now, which we did not see for quite a long time. Looks like a turning point to us. This is where Canada Nickel comes in, because with Crawford and all its other projects, it owns the second largest nickel reserve and resource. This is attracting interest, and the share price is far too low for that. The company is the leader in nickel supply for the next 50 years, we believe. The market is slowly running into a deficit, and above all, it is important to become independent of Asia. China and above all Indonesia are running into a limited supply that will last for the next 15 plus years. Canada Nickel scores here with a huge deposit, great infrastructure, and the potential for zero-emission nickel production. Yes, you can even store CO2 in the spoil heaps, which opens up additional profit potential. Also important are the anchor investors with Agnico 10.4%, Samsung SDI 7.5%, Anglo American 6.5%, and the Takaramu Nation with 7.4% after the conversion. The first three in particular can easily handle such a large project together. Crawford is entering the home stretch for production decision this year, which should give the share price a significant boost. The economic results of the FEED study from March 2025 are impressive. The net present value at an 8% discount rate is $2.8 billion after taxes, with an IRR of 17.6%. The Ontario government has placed the project on its priority list for critical minerals, which will certainly also mean a substantial financial subsidy. The environmental impact study is in phase 2, and government approvals are expected in fall 2025. Project financing is being driven forward massively with a letter of intent for $500 million from the Export Development Canada Agency as mandated lead arranger. In addition, 500 million Canadian dollars in support has been pledged by a leading financial institution, and I think there will be more to come soon. The IPT carbonation process can remove around 1.5 million tons of CO2 annually. This results in a net negative CO2 contribution to the global footprint of 30 tons of CO2 storage per ton of nickel produced. I would say very nice. The Timmins Nickel District is likely to have the largest nickel sulfide reserves in the world. Consolidated, there are over 20 ultramafic targets that are 25 times larger than Crawford's 1.6 square kilometers, or 10 times the size of Crawford in terms of volume. 6 of the 9 published resources contain 9.2 million tons of measured and indicated nickel, resulting from 3.9 billion tons of ore with 0.24% nickel, and 9.5 tons of nickel in the inferred category in addition. The company is also developing North America's largest nickel processing facility, including stainless steel and alloy processing, through its net zero metal subsidiary. Canada Nickel reported further exploration drill results from the Reed nickel sulfide property, including more than 1 kilometer of nickel mineralization, the longest section to date at Reed, extending beyond the current resource at depths by 300 meters. This was 0.28% nickel over 1,018 meters, including several higher-grade sections. It was also possible to successfully demonstrate a fill extension of the existing nickel mineralization by 200 to 300 meters to the north, west, and south. An updated mineral resource is expected by the end of 2025. Further positive exploration drill results from Midlothian were also reported. MIT 2517A intersected strong 18.7 meter long nickel mineralization immediately below the cap rock, with 5.3 meters of 0.3% nickel and 0.3% nickel over 330 meters. MID 2518A intersected 0.29% nickel over 449 meters and successfully demonstrated an extension of the nickel mineralization outline by 200 to 300 meters to the south. An initial mineral resource is expected by the end of 2025. The chart looks exciting. The price is working on a breakout. If the 50-day average continues to rise, the price potential initially opens up to $1.55, and with further good news, $1.80 to $2 could be possible next year. You'll find all information also on our Commodity TV app in German and English, plus all about commodities. Please note the disclaimer. The share discussed is part of the SRC Mining Special Situation Certificate, and me and all the team of SRC can or will be or are shareholder in the company. Thanks for watching us, and bye-bye from Switzerland.